Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. It's time to shift gears a little bit and take a look at a piece of gaming hardware that's a little bit more on the affordable side. This is the Pictek RGB Gaming Keyboard. Check this out. This is a full-size keyboard that packs in quite a few features considering its relatively affordable price point. Things like mechanical feeling keys, more on that in a minute, dedicated multimedia keys, full RGB backlighting, spill resistance, and 25 key anti-ghosting. It measures 19 inches long, 8.1 inches wide, 1.6 inches high, and weighs in at about 2.5 pounds. It's constructed of a hard plastic material that generally feels pretty solid to the touch, but if you pick it up and apply a little bit of force to it, you can definitely feel some bending or flexibility. The keycaps take on a cascading shape, a design decision said to be focused on comfort and ergonomics. And I put the keyboard through its paces by doing a couple of marathon gaming sessions, and I have to say it felt comfortable all of the time. So I guess that's a step in the right direction. So let's talk about the keys themselves. They're said to be mechanical feeling. What does that mean? Well, they tried to replicate the feel of a mechanical keyboard. Did they succeed? Well, I mean, it depends on what you're used to. Personally, I don't think they feel like the mechanical keys that I'm used to in my Corsair keyboards. Having said that, they do perform quite well, surprisingly. They're smooth, they're easy to press, and they provide a little bit of tactile feedback, which is nice. So you're not guessing when you pressed a key or when you didn't. There's a clear sort of click. You don't hear it, it's not audible, but you can definitely feel some feedback when a key is pressed. And since this does not use mechanical switches, the key presses are actually on the quieter side, which can be a big plus for some people. Here's a clip of the keyboard in action so you can get a feel for what it sounds like while gaming. It's a pretty good looking gaming keyboard. It's absolutely loaded with RGB lighting, not just on the keys, but along the sides as well. Lighting customization is handled right on the keyboard itself through key combinations, as opposed to a dedicated software utility that you would download, install, and access right from the desktop of your computer. Now, this can be a good or a bad thing depending on how you look at it. On one hand, you don't have another software utility to download and worry about, which can be nice if you have a whole bunch of different RGB products or systems that you use on your computer that each use their own different type of software. So that's one less piece of software to worry about. But on the other hand, you have to memorize or know those key combinations in order to get what you want out of the keyboard. The lighting key combos are all listed on the user manual that comes packaged with the keyboard, and you can also find them on the Amazon store page. Here's a look at all of the different lighting effects available on the keyboard. Overall, my opinion of the lighting is that it's bright, vibrant, colorful, and there should be enough different options to satisfy most people. There are a total of 9 multimedia keys and a volume control scroll wheel, all situated along the top edge of the keyboard just above the main keys. Now, unlike the main keys, They are a little bit light and plasticky feeling. They're not quite the same quality, or at least they don't feel that way. But having said that, they do get the job done. And to be completely honest, I'm just glad that they're there, because to me, dedicated multimedia keys are must-haves on a gaming keyboard. Underneath, the keyboard has some anti-slip pads to keep things situated while gaming, and some flip-out rear feet that allow a little bit of adjustment to the tilt angle. Connecting and installing the keyboard is about as easy as it could ever be. That's because all you have to do is plug it in and start using it. It's plug and play. So you plug it in, there's no driver, there's no software utility, you plug it in and you start using it. It's that simple. And how can we forget about that retractable red cell phone tray? The idea here is that you flip out this little red thing and you stick your cell phone in it so that it's in front of you while you're gaming. That way, I guess you don't miss your text messages, your phone calls, or whatever else you have going on your phone. For me, I don't really like using that because I don't want my phone in front of me while I'm pro gaming, if you know what I mean. But nevertheless, to each their own. If that's something you like to have in front of you all the time, then, I mean, that's there. So go ahead and use it. Flaws and shortcomings, I mean, it's kind of hard to complain considering the price point, which is currently about $30 US. Having said that, there are a couple things that I think might be worth mentioning or pointing out. The first of which is that on the bottom edge of the keyboard, there's a gigantic logo. It's bright, it's vibrant, but it's always red. It's always on and it's always red. There's no way to customize it. I would have liked to have had the ability to have a key combination or something that would let me turn it off or dim it, or maybe just change the color or something, but there's nothing you can do about it. It's on, it's bright, it's red, you're gonna have to deal with it. The second thing is there's no USB pass-through port. Some people are probably like, yeah, who cares? I don't need that. I have USB ports on my tower. Yeah, whatever. The thing is, I use it because it's super convenient. The keyboard's right in front of me on my desk. It's easy to plug a USB drive into or my phone, so I use it for that. But like I said, it's hard to be super critical. This thing is $30, so you can kind of live with a couple of shortcomings for the price point, in my opinion. The Pictek RGB keyboard is a full-size gaming keyboard that, despite not using mechanical key switches, does perform pretty well and offers up some pretty cool features at the same time, such as RGB backlighting and dedicated multimedia keys. Oh, and let's not forget about the phone holder so that you can never miss a call or text message while you're gaming ever again. This keyboard is currently selling on Amazon for about $30 US. The purchasing links are going to be down in the description of this video, so make sure you check this out if you're in the market for a new, affordable gaming keyboard. And make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out because there's lots more content coming soon. See ya!